Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Coming out on first down with the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences...
Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrum, and the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. It kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Trucks through the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it. It's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball, and then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. So hard on defenses.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. With the catch, it's Washington. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Huskies are marching down the field. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running it to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive balance.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Goes to the option. Got enough for the first down. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The give to the right. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They go right back to him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Colorado. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Rich. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just ran him over. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. And that pass picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They run the reverse. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of there. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, these are the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for these.
That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete. lead, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Lets it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet. Ball's out.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of the business.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Calls his own number. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I will continue to feed this workhorse.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, this defense really has to play east-west in this game. They've got a lot of guys running sideline to sideline because of how this offense is attacking them. And you saw it on that play.
Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Wide receiver shows motion. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here we go. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback extends the play. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab outside. It's Russell. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the one that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They move the tight end all over. They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding how to start to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires on the move. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Iowa State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now the pitch. Just ran over it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much and late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right